Good day, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be looking at multiplying and dividing fractions. So let's begin, right? When you're multiplying and dividing fractions, right, it's strangely easier than addition and subtraction because you do not have to find an LCM, right? So let's look at some examples with multiplying first. So this example states a half times a third, right? So 1 over 2 times 1 over 3. What makes it easy is that when you're multiplying, all you have to do is to multiply from numerator to numerator and from denominator to denominator, right? So yes, basically going from numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator, right? So that means we're going to multiply 1 times 1, which is 1, over 2 times 3, which is 6. Hence, our answer is 1/6. Okay, let's proceed. Let's say, for example, we had 2 over 5 multiplied by 3 over 6, right? It's the same procedure. We're going to multiply from numerator to numerator and from denominator to denominator. So 2 times 3 is 6 over 5 times 6 is 30. So therefore, the answer is 6 over 30, and we can also reduce this fraction, right? Because 6 can go into 30 5 times. So 6 into itself 1, 6 into 30 goes 5 times. Hence, our answer can also be rewritten as 1/5. All right, let's proceed. We have 5 over 8 multiplied by 4 over 2, right? As mentioned, you're going to go from numerator to numerator, multiply from numerator to numerator, and from denominator to denominator. So 5 times 4 is 20, over 8 times 2 is 16. So 20 over 16, right? We can reduce this fraction by breaking it down by 4. So 4 into 20 goes 5 times, 4 into 16 goes 4 times, which we can also be written as 5 over 4, right? And if you wish, you can convert this into an improper fraction, right? Sorry, a mixed fraction. So to do this, you can simply see how many times 4 goes into 5 without leaving a remainder, right? And remember, this line which separates the numerator from the denominator is called the vinculum, and it means divided by, right? So that is why we're seeing how many times we can get 4 into 5, right? 4 goes into 5 1 times, which should leave us with a remainder of 1, right? So 1, remainder 1. So you see the 1 we should get here would be our whole number in the mixed fraction, right? Because it's basically the amount of whole groups of 4 you can get out of 5, right? And that's 1. And the 1 which we have as remainder here would be in our numerator, and we'll just retain the denominator of 4. Hence, our answer can also be written as 1 1/4. Okay, so for our other multiplication, this one states 3 over 6 times 1 over 8, right? So as we know, we're going to go from numerator to numerator and from denominator to denominator. So 3 times 1 is 3 over 6 8 is 48, right? So 3 over 48 is the answer, and we can break down this fraction because 3 can go to 48 16 times. So another way to rewrite our answer is 1 over 16. And as stated, 3 over 48 is correct as well, right? But when you're doing fractions, it's also best to like break it down in its lowest term. Because sometimes on exams, they'll state, all right, break this down into its lowest term. Or sometimes they might not state it, so it's best to like know to do it both ways. Okay, so now let us go to dividing fractions, right? All right, so I'm going to write the first problem on the screen. 3 over 5 divided by 1 over 6. So when we're dividing fractions, we have this method. We call it keep, change, and flip. So keep means that we're going to keep the fraction on the left-hand side, which is 3/5, right? So we're going to keep the 3 over 5, right? The second step is to change. So we're going to change the division symbol to multiplication, right? And then the third step is flip, which means we're going to flip the fraction on the right hand side, which is 1/6. So this is going to become 6 over 1. And please note, another term for flipping a fraction is the reciprocal, all right? Yes. So now, if you realize, after we've applied our keep, change, and flip method, we're down to simply multiplying fractions, right? So all we have to do is to multiply from numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So 6 times 3 is 18 over 5 times 1 is 5. So 18 over 5 is our answer. And if we want, being that this is an improper fraction, we can rewrite it as a mixed fraction, right? So let's see how many times 5 goes into 18. 5 goes into 18 3 times, right? 5 3 is 15. And if you realize, we'll have a remainder of 3. So 3 remainder 3, right? So the 3 here would be our whole number, because it's the amount of groups of 5 we can get out of 18, right? Whole groups of 5. And the remainder of 3 would be in our numerator. And we'll just simply retain the denominator of 5, all right? So 3 and 3/5 is another way to rewrite 18 over 5 as a mixed fraction. Okay, so this one states 2 over 8 divided by 1 over 3. All right. So remember, as we state, when they're dividing fraction, we do the keep, change, and flip method, right? And that is the keep comes for keeping the fraction on the left-hand side. So the fraction on the left-hand side is 2 over 8, so we keep that. Change means you're going to change the sign from division to multiplication. And flip means that you're going to flip the fraction on the right hand side. So being that it's 1 over 3, you're going to change it to 3 over 1. And as I mentioned, that flipping a fraction also is known as reciprocal, all right? Yes. So let us if you realize we're down to basic multiplying fractions, right? So when we're multiplying, we go from numerator to numerator and from denominator to denominator. So 2 times 3 is 6, 8 times 1 is 8. So 6 over 8 is our answer, right? And we can simplify it. And we can break them down by using 2. So 2 into 6 goes 3 times. 2 into 8 goes 4 times. So therefore, we can rewrite it as 3/4. All right. Let's proceed to our final example. Okay, so our final example would be 4/5 divided by 2/3, right? So as mentioned, when we are dividing fractions, we apply the keep, change, and flip method, right? So we're going to keep the fraction on the left-hand side, which is 4 over 5. Change the sign from division to multiplication. Then flip the fraction, otherwise known as the reciprocal, right? So 2 over 3 would be 3 over 2. And now, if you realize, we're down to basically multiplying fractions, right? So we go from numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So 4 times 3 is 12 over 5 times 2 is 10. So therefore, 12 over 10 is our answer, and we can break it down by using 2. So 2 into 12 goes 6 times, and 2 into 10 goes 5 times. So 6 over 5 is our answer. And if you want, it can be rewritten as an improper fraction. So this is to see how many groups of 5 we can get out of 6, right? 5 goes into 6 one time, and then now 5 ones will give us 5, right? And the remainder would be 1. So 1 remainder 1, right? So this one here would be our whole number, because it's amount of whole groups of 5 we can get out of 6, which is 1. Then the remainder of 1 would be our numerator, and we'll retain the denominator of 5. So therefore, it can be written as 1 and 1/5. All right, so that's it for today. I hope you learned something new. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.